Now that you know about the changes in our bodies during adolescence, you have more information on the menstrual cycle. Let's talk about the most essential thing, which relates also to our hygiene and cleanliness during this period: how to use sanitary wear. There are different types of sanitary wear for different times, different conditions, and different situations. Here with me, I have two of the most common products, but I'll also talk about some of the things that we don't have that might be popularly found in shops or even deep in our homes. I have got pads here, and then I've got cotton wool. For people who might not afford some of these things, just always encouraged to probably use, you can always use old t-shirts made of cotton material where you tear the t-shirt and you fold it in such a way that it can fit your flow. Previously, I talked about a light flow, moderate flow, and a heavy flow. So you can always use your clothes designed and folded in a way that can work for you. Also, they're what we call tampons. The tampons are not usually encouraged for young girls. Tampons are usually used by adult women, but more so if you're in the swimming team and you want to feel comfortable and you want to get into the water, then tampons are the right sanitary way for you. Here with me, you can see these are the essential thick pads. These are usually for girls who have heavier flows and need more protection and not suffer from leakages. You know, it's embarrassing when you're sitting and you're avoiding spoiling. This is perforated and pleated cotton wool, where you can use it according to your own needs and according to your flow, where you know that if you've got heavy flow, you can plait it and actually fold it in such a way and layers that fits your flow. And always remember to change these pads after a couple of hours so that it's hygienic for you. It doesn't affect you and there are no infections that have developed down there even as you use the pads. So I'm going to do a demonstration firstly on how to use a pad. How to use a pad. It's so simple, but sometimes it might sound so complicated or seem complicated. There's sticky stuff going around, there's a lot of opening and going, so sometimes you get so confused. But I'm here to assure you that using a pad as sanitary wear is the easiest thing that we can do. Here is our pad. You can get pads in shops sometimes which look like this. This shows that they don't have any wings. So you just take your panties and then you stick them on the lining of your panty, just where you get the lining where you wear your panty, and it works out for you. But I would encourage pads with wings most of the times because it means that your pad is securely packed. So here's our pad. We remove the sticker, put it in between our panties, remove the second stickers, and then fold them nicely on our panty, just outside our panties, and it shows that our pad would have stuck nicely. I would say it is always safer and more secure to stick your pad whilst your panties are just down your legs, so that you don't pre-stick your pad. So when you stick your pad whilst you're wearing your panties, it becomes easier for you to ensure that your pad is actually secure. And remember to change it mostly after 6 hours. That is better. But so that you don't waste, some pads can actually give you the security of up to 8 hours. But you want to be comfortable. You don't want any odors coming out. So it is always recommended to change your pad after every 6 hours and usually to bath twice a day. So this is how you wear a pad. So like I told you, there is sanitary wear tailored for every girl out there. Sometimes pads can be so pricey and some of us can't afford them. Here enters cotton as an option. Cotton most of the times is not as pricey as pads and can always be used and is so hygienic. So I'm going to show you 2 ways on how to use cotton depending on light, moderate and heavy flows. If you probably have a light flow, It's always good to buy perforated cotton, as you can see here. You fold it according to your comfortability, especially when you're wearing your panties, so that it does not protrude, especially when you're wearing trousers and it's so uncomfortable. So you fold it according to how you think your flow is. For example, if you have light flow, you don't need to fold so much. You don't want it to leak. So you fold it in a way no, my flow is light, so I'll fold it nicely like this. But when you have a heavy flow, you need to fold it strategically so that it fits nicely in your panties. And it is also heavy. It can carry the blood. And remember, with cotton, it's a bit tricky because pads have a plastic base where they can take in the blood so it doesn't leak. But with cotton, sometimes because it's perforated and air is coming in through, sometimes the cotton, the folded cotton sanitary becomes so thick with blood, becomes dense. So you need to change it at more so regular intervals. And remember, it's also a cheaper option. So I think it's actually affordable. So this is how you use cotton.